Good evening. Welcome back to Creator Living Fellowship time. Call uh, Monday practice with Rory and Jorge. You got me a little ruffle with the microphone. I'm very happy to be here and start again another month with another practice with another topic at Creator Living Fellowship. My name is Reverend Jorge. I'm a staff minister here at Creative Living Fellowship, and we have this space of just 30 minutes every Monday night to explore different spiritual practice and to enhance our spiritual practice tools and to learn a new ones beyond of what we recognize like meditation, prayer, yoga, mantras, etc., etc. So this is the idea is always to explore this kind of meditation where practices where we learn and have some tools, spiritual tools that help us to regroup and reconnect and without the need to just stop for 20 minutes and meditate or get centered into our mantras and so and so. But this month we have a very and as well sorry and as well I'm trying to reconnect the what happens with the spiritual practice with the Sunday topic of the morning Creator Living Fellowship, which is no matter what. Actually, this is a great theme, and no matter what, it's opens the doors for many options. Last Sunday, yesterday, the theme that presented by Reverend Sherry was "Don't get in your own way," and this actually, when I was listening, that inspires me for today and for the whole month of September. What practice we're going to do. So as I say, the idea is to explore different practices, different to the traditional. So we have, but I went to this time because the topic is no matter what for the month, and in particular the Sunday don't get in your own way, is to learn about meditation a little. I always hear when we talk about meditation, and normally is always meditation is people say, oh, it's so difficult for me. I cannot sit and be still for more than 1 minute, and my thoughts always get that it's impossible to get a wide mind. I cannot stop thinking, blah blah blah. So the idea with the behind of meditation, and that's why it's a spiritual practice, is that it's actually to make us comfortable with our thoughts. It's not to stop to think, it's not to stop thinking, it's not to block every thought, it's not to have a white mind. Is that totally erroneous? It's actually is learn to be the observer of that thoughts and don't get trapped by the thoughts, and to be able to listen to see them as a movie, as the best metaphor I love to hear is the like you see a little leaf floating in the stream of water, and you see the paths or a cloud in the horizon and the skies. So that's the beauty of meditation. Meditation is just to get comfortable with life as it is, but most important, we get comfortable with ourselves, with our thoughts as it is. So for today, we're going to do a practice called listening to the thinker. This is one of the first steps in the introduction to meditation, to where you learn to listen. That part of yourself who all are constantly that is constantly thinking, that is constantly producing that noise in your head and your body and your heart. So that is this is the part of that. So before we move into the practice, I see the chat is showing up. So we have Reverend Sherry with the hearts and many 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 love. Thank you, Reverend Sherry. Many love for you. And we have a Facebook user with hearts and hearts and hearts. Sometimes the connection doesn't allow the names of the person show up if it depends on the platform. I know that, guess I can guess this is my friend Rhonda, so I will say hi, Rhonda. Good to see you here, and I love to see all of you. And before we move as well, as I say, this is in a space supported by Creative Living Fellowship, and but it's a wonderful community. So if you feel and you're watching us live right now, or if you watching it on the stream into our arcades on YouTube and Facebook, also invite you to support Creative Living Fellowship in many ways. And one way is a financial way. So if you want to um, pay, oh, PayPal. If you want to support us, I'm putting in the chat, and it will be show up in the comments in Facebook and YouTube. The link to our PayPal button, so you can do your donations. But also, if you are having a tech a phone, you can also text a donation by using the phone number that is showing up in the in the chat as well. So that's the part. So I'm listening to the thinker. What we're going to do is, this is one of the practice, as I say, for introduction to meditation. We are just going to be very quiet. We're going to meditate and close our eyes and get acquaintance with that part of ourselves that is the thinker, that is now or truly self. It's which is God, our self expressing as us, but it's the mind that many times you can call it. In the Buddhism tradition, they call it the monkey mind, the ego mind, the thinker, the white noise in your head, many names. But it basically is to listen that words. What is important to listen to the thinker is because the thinker is always presenting these ideas that always keep us attached into the past, into the old situations that we are living, into the beliefs that limited us. But at the same time, also, if we listen to the thinker and start to expand our consciousness, the thinkers that get in alignment with the big consciousness, the high consciousness, so that thus also moving into more expansive. But for first steps in practice, always we need is to learn to listen, and listen is very important, and listen ourselves is one big step. So we're going to be very comfortable. I will recommend you just to find a chair where you are feel comfortable. If you are in a bed, trying to move a little to be in a sitting position is very helpful, and trying to be the most comfortable possible. So don't trying to keep your legs across, or holding your hands strong, or if you feel that your back is not comfortable, I'm allowing you right now to have a time to get that position, get that spot that you feel very comfortable. Because meditation is also a practice of meditation. It's nothing to do like to surround by sacrifice and pain of or sorrow, because that's not spiritual at all. So we're going to hear surrounded by some music, very low music. If you can help me to let me know if the music's too loud, because I want you just to be in the surround, not occupying all the space. And when I want to invite you is to listen. We're going to give some words so I'm navigating with you the process. But the idea is that you just sit there and listen. Listen, look at your thoughts, look at what you are thinking, and then without judgment, without trying to stop them, try without avoiding them, just look at them. It's like when you go to the zoo and you arrive to the section of the monkeys, and you are see the monkeys jumping into one branch to another and hanging out one another. You get mesmerized by that party of monkeys all together. It's the same idea with with the thoughts. I want the idea is that we get very comfortable to listen, so that we are getting into that idea of to see the clouds in the sky, or of the river move, or the stream of water moving around, and we just see them, and we don't need to go get attached into the clouds or get drawn into the stream of water. Just listen them. So it's a practice of no judgment. It's just observation. And again, observation is one part of very fundamental part of any spiritual practice. So, and finally, we have another friend. The Sharon said, "Glad you are here." Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm glad that you are here too. And so let me start the music. And let's take a deep breath. Another deep breath. And now we take a long, deep breath, expanding all our thorax and the abdominal area. Hold it, release it. Slow. Let's do it again. Hold it. Now close your eyes. And without forcing, without trying to control, just let your mind, your thoughts, your thinker be. Just be. Look at the thoughts that's going up. It can be like, this is very difficult. What are you going to eat later? Maybe tomorrow I have to bring such a thing to the office. Let's start very relaxed, observing. Remember, it's not to judge, it's not to trying to create another voice, another part of you who's condemn and judge and make you regret the thoughts that you're having. At this moment, all thoughts are neutral. Doesn't matter if you are criticizing your neighbor, you are remembering the angry. Some thought coming. Remember, it's like watching the monkeys at the zoo. Trying to observe, to look at from the deepest part of yourself with love and gentle feelings. Just look how this thought is starting with a dinner, and now you are in the middle of the pole, North Pole, where you are traveling, where you are thinking of someone, you are worried about your health, and then you come back to something, a memory in the past, and now it's a worry in the future. Just sit there. Don't look, just don't judge. Don't criticize. Don't call it good or bad. Just observe. Just look at. If you hear a third voice who said you should not thinking about that thought is such and such. Just say to yourself, I'm just here, observing without judgment. I'm just looking at my thinker. Just observe. Don't try to think what is happening in your mind. Don't try to judge it. Don't try to say, wow, it takes me from here to there to over there to over there. Just look at that. Don't try to say, this is insane. Am I crazy? Drop the judgments. Just look at them. It's all perfect. Observe from the heart, from your heart. Lastly, don't try to find common ideas or if there is a hidden message or if this just look at them, let them flow, take the shape, the road where they want to take you. Just sit there in a gentle way, in a loving way, at your thoughts. Now I want you to take a deep breath and take a big smile with your smile, but also with your heart, with your whole body. Because we all have done something that 99% of the humanity is afraid to do, to go bold where no one has gone before, the inner universe, the inner self. So, by practicing this, at least for 5 minutes, once a day or twice if you want, or the moment you remember to do it, it's okay. It will let you to get acquainted with that thinker and to don't feel bad or don't judge the thoughts or feel the idea that they are crazy or they give you or produce angry or sadness or bring emotions or that. By just observing, observation also serves in meditation, but it also serves in prayer, also serves in when we are setting intentions, where we are setting goals, when we are taking action, because our thoughts can come from that thinker monkey mind, or for the consciousness of God. But it's when we learn to observe them, we know what feeling generate us. So, as I said at the beginning, this practice is fundamental. I invite you, if you are watching right now live or if you are streaming later, to do this practice at least for 5 minutes so that you get used to observe, to look at without any judgment. Just look at them. And also start to see, to discover where your mind goes normally, more frequently, or what kind of feelings start it makes that thoughts bring you, what emotions, sadness, anger, happiness, but also without any judgment. So I invite you to do that this week. And as I said as well, this month we're going to start to create the basics of meditation, because no matter what, we can meditate. No matter what, we can be connected with the essence and the presence that we are. And no matter what, and we can move ourselves out of the picture so that we can experience it God more deeply, more profound, and without limitations. This is the time where we finish. Thank you all of you for participating here. And see the Reverend Sherry reply to to Sharon. Yes, glad to be here as well. And thank you, Reverend Jorge. Thank you all of you. Thank you for participating, and hopefully to see you next Monday and on Sunday. So you know that we are talking next Monday. So here is also the sound, the music. If you are interested, you can find that, and it's very nice pianist. I really love them. And again, thank you for being here in Monday practice, and I see you next Monday. Thank you. Bye bye.